We actually have some really interesting storyline information and some stuff hinting at the new launch zombies map for Black Ops Cold War Zombies based on what we received today for day 2 of the Black Ops Cold War Zombies reveal Easter egg. It doesn't seem like much, but there's actually a lot of stuff to take from this here. Here are a bunch of the items we received today on the new Pawn Takes Pawn website. We have this map with this location in Poland circled. It's actually a meteor site, so we'll talk more about that. We have this Omega logo, possibly a new zombies group. We have this note here from M. We don't know who M is. People are saying Mason, Dr. Monty, Maxis, so we'll talk more about that. I'm starting to think here that these teasers for Black Ops Cold War Zombies, everything we're going to be seeing for the next couple of days is pretty much what is occurring in this new storyline as the zombie outbreak begins. And once the zombie outbreak begins, that will pretty much be the end of these teasers. The game will be revealed, and then we'll start off with the 2 launch maps, the one located potentially in Poland, like we're going to talk about right now, and the other one in Vietnam. That will be the very beginning of the zombie outbreak in this universe. Whether or not it's the Dark Ether or a separate storyline, that's pretty much what's going down here. So very interesting stuff to go through here. Before we start, the support has been unreal. 845 likes on yesterday's video, so close to 57,000 subscribers. So if you're new, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Black Ops Cold War content. Really do appreciate it. Shout out to all of the members of the channel as always. Let's get started here. I'm going to leave a couple of links down below. We have a bunch of different information to go through here. Now, at first, it didn't seem like zombies. It seems like some stuff for Warzone or just the campaign, but a lot of people are saying this looks like zombies, me included. I was watching Dalek stream. He was talking about this being related to zombies. Someone on Reddit here, I'll leave a link down below. He says this, to me, this oozes zombies. The letter seems like something that would be written about a zombie outbreak discovery. The map draws a huge circle around the Morosco Meteorite Nature Reserve, which has 7 meteor craters in it. Morosco is in Poland, and at that time of World War II was a part of Nazi Germany, which is very interesting because we could be looking at the location of Nocturne Toten, at least in this timeline. Nocturne Toten is located in an abandoned airfield in German-occupied Europe. Specifically where, we're not so sure, but Poland was occupied by Germany during World War II, and if this is the location, that would make perfect sense for this to be the Nocturne Toten location, especially in Black Ops Cold War. Now to look more at the Morosco Meteorite Nature Reserve. The Morosco Meteorite Nature Reserve is located in Morosco on the northern edge of the city of Poznan, Poland. It contains 7 meteor craters. So here are a couple images of what it looks like, and this is one of the craters here. Obviously multiple craters in this location. Here is a meteorite there, but it's pretty obvious that if we think back to the beginning of the zombie storyline, Element 115 was brought to the Earth through meteors. So at least in this storyline, this could be the location, the beginning of the zombie storyline, to where the meteor comes down, Element 115 is spread, and this is the beginning of the zombie outbreak. Now the letter here is very interesting. It says here from M, whoever M is, we'll talk about that. This is a developing situation in Lubyanka. They found something in the archives, something from the war. I'm not sure about the Collegium, but several of the deputy chairmen are recommending that the committee authorize a ground operation. I will try to find out what I can, but this is very worrying. These are very serious men, but I've never seen looks on their faces like I have in recent days, and this is from Tatiana. So you could look at this at a bunch of different angles, but for one, if we're taking the zombies angle, this makes perfect sense, and it also kind of matches up with the leaks that we've been seeing. Nocturne Toten in Cold War Zombies is going to be used by the Russians, or being used by the Russians for their nuclear program, nuclear experiments, different stuff like that, and they're uncovering all of these different secrets from World War II. If you guys don't know, Nocturne Toten did take place during that time, June 4th, 1945, so everything kind of makes sense here, and we could be seeing what was happening at the beginning of the zombie outbreak. The leaks also say that, the Russians and people were messing around with these past experiments from World War II, these past zombie experiments found at Nocturne Toten, and then the zombies infect the site Nocturne Toten, and that brings us to Nocturne Toten in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. A lot of this is starting to make sense here. It looks like this Poland Morosco meteorite location is going to be the launch map Die Maschine, the snowy map that we saw from the leaked gameplay, also the map where Nocturne Totem will be located as well. It's all starting to make a little bit more sense, and tomorrow apparently there's going to be a bunch of stuff happening for the storyline with these teasers. So obviously we do want gameplay of zombies. We just want to see the game, we want to see the maps, we want to see the new features, but at least if you're worried about storyline, tomorrow should be a pretty big day, and we'll start to understand a lot more as to what we're really getting here for the beginning of this storyline, and maybe some more information about how the Dark Aether and the Black Ops 1 campaign characters play a role into this new story. Eric Maynard here is talking a little bit about this. I'll leave a link down to his YouTube channel. He's making a bunch of videos going through what he thinks is going on here with this storyline. He says this: I smell zombies all over this. Zombies map location, which we talked about already. Found something from the war, which we talked about. Who are the new characters? New logo, Omega. That's what I want to talk about right now, this new Omega group. If this map actually is the zombies map, you could be genuinely looking at the location of Nocturne Totem, which is mental, because before we didn't know the exact location of Nocturne Totem, but now we may actually have it. But let's talk about here this Omega group. This could be a new Omega group for Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Again, it's going to be hard to make the connections this early on as to how this makes sense with the Dark Aether. If this is just a strictly new Black Ops Cold War Zombies group, a new experimental group. Eric has this idea. He says, so the Omega group are either Russian clandestine experiment stuff, pretty much what the Ascension group was, or American CIA division set to investigate apocalyptic events like the Bat Agency in World War II. We see the title Omega used for the American group responding to the invasion in Miami from the Black Ops Cold War Alpha. And here's the thing here, you see at the bottom, Omega Task Force. Now, is this going to be a new group that actually plays a role into the zombie storyline, infiltrating the Nocturne Totem base that was overrun by zombies because of the people uncovering these past zombie experiments from World War II at that location, at that meteorite location where Element 115 was dropped down? I mean, that could be the situation there. Obviously, again, it's way too early to know for sure. There's a lot of open holes here. We really don't know how everything connects, but we're starting to get a general idea as to how this storyline is playing out. This could be a very prime location to see the beginning of the zombie storyline. And like I said, again, the next couple of days, these teasers that we're going to be receiving will give us more and more information about this imminent outbreak occurring. You even hear from the audio on pawntakespawn.com, the last audio that we got. Everyone is frightened and everyone is kind of in this worry. The Soviets are freaking out. Let me read you guys what is going on here. So here is the audio file. I know you're scared, but I need you to be brave. Again, Tatiana has a package, but I'm worried about her. She hasn't been back to Lubyanka since she took it. Bad mistake. Her superiors are not stupid men. They will notice her absence. It is most unlike her. They will bring her in for interrogation. As soon as she hears the words, the KGB has irrefutable evidence that you have been actively engaged in United Soviet activities. She'll talk, but that won't stop them. Go to her house. Get the package, whether she wants you to or not. I'm working with people in the West who can help us, help you. I want you to know that whatever happens, your actions will save many lives. So this is very interesting here. This kind of does make sense. Obviously, I don't know the role that Tatiana is playing here, what package she has. Most likely the package that has the archives, the actual, old zombie experiments, and the Soviets want that back. The KGB wants that back, and who knows what's going on there. That could be the best connection that I have there. And again, this could be related to the campaign, but we do know this time around zombies isn't as clear cut. I mean, we're going into the Dark Aether. The Black Ops 1 campaign characters are playing a role. We might see Mason, Woods, a bunch of other guys in this zombie storyline. We're setting up the stage for kind of a new storyline with the Dark Aether, but it's kind of still related to the Aether storyline. So a lot of different things can happen. So we're very early on with the teasers here. As we get more teasers tomorrow, the next day, we'll start to understand more and more as to what is going on in the background. Is this the beginning of the zombies outbreak in this Poland location? This Poland location where Die Maschine and Nocturne Totem will most likely take place in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. We'll just have to see very soon. If you guys have any theories of your own, any ideas as to what this all means, how this relates to zombies, what we're going to be seeing next with zombies, how this outbreak begins, leave those comments down below. I'll be sure to cover cover them in my next upcoming videos. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'm not going to respond to comments today just because I want to keep this video relatively short because this video could go on forever. But the next couple days, I'll be editing your guys' comments. So get some good theories in there. Talk about whatever you want for Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment below zombies if you watched the whole video. It's greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.